Hey YouTube, welcome to another video of Salty Z Balls. Today I'll be discussing about the XFL Week 5 action and of course previewing the upcoming Week 6 games. So the first game kicked off between Seattle and Houston. This was a very interesting game in the second half especially. Seattle defense had a really good game, had a really good start, causing Houston a bit of problems in the first half. They forced 3 turnovers, and 2 of those turnovers leading into Dragons touchdowns, and this all happened in the first half of the game. BJ Daniels looks like he's had a very good game as well, managing 2 rushing touchdowns. But unfortunately it wasn't enough for Seattle to get them going. Philip Walker stepped up in the second half though, throwing for 351 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes, 2 of them of course to his favorite go-to guy, Cam Phillips. There was however a bit of controversy in the game, the last play of the game, with 10 seconds remaining on the clock in the fourth quarter. It was 4th and 8. So basically they were in a play formation. And what happened was when the center snapped the ball, Phillips literally ran, and then he saw that he was getting rushed and took a knee. Now that's illegal in the NFL and especially in the XFL as well. And you know, this should have been penalized. The XFL officials at the game didn't penalize that, and they actually sent an apology to Seattle saying, "We're sorry we messed up in that game." To be fair though, I mean, you know, Seattle were unlucky because they had a very good game. Who knows, with 5 seconds on the clock and the ball being deep into Houston's territory, you know, a Hail Mary, Seattle score, they could have won the game, but unfortunately it didn't go their way. The game ended, however, 23-32 to Houston. Seattle will feel hard done by, but Houston obviously, even though the dodgy referee decision at the end, Houston still looked like the better team on the day offensively. Saturday's evening game was between New York and Dallas. So New York are on the road against the Renegades. Nelson started for the injured Landry. Who's out for 2 weeks, and finally Matt McGloin is benched, and Luis Perez is the starting quarterback for New York. However, this game was a bit low scoring. The first half was 6-all, but the second half started to pick up, especially when Perez started targeting McKay, the wide receiver for the Guardians. He was causing all kinds of problems for the Renegades corners. Because of his sheer size and height. I mean, he's a whopping 6'5". That is a beast to have, you know, especially at the wide receiver position. He's actually taller than the tight end in the Guardians team. So he was causing all types of problems. Literally every ball that was coming his way, he was catching it, except for one though, where he didn't catch it cleanly and he fumbled the ball. But again, the backup quarterback, he's technically the third-string quarterback, Marquise Williams, scored a rushing touchdown, which gave New York the lead. However, the New York defense was on fire, especially linebacker Muller, literally recovering, blocking the ball from the quarterback Nelson, rushing to score a touchdown. So the New York defense was pretty solid. They pretty much managed the game. So if I had like man of the match, I think their entire defense was just lights out. And to be fair, they're the one that carried the team to the win. So all credit to New York in that game. They ended up winning the game 30-12 on the road in Dallas. Sunday's game, however, kicked off against St. Louis and Washington. Cardell Jones got benched in his first play after throwing an interception, and the DC coach had to make a decision, and he put backup quarterback Jackson into the helm. This was a very low scoring game though, even with Jackson coming back. I mean, they looked alright in defense and offense, excuse me, But the second half started to pick up a little bit as the DC defense was causing all types of problems for Jordan Tamu, and they managed to win the game. And of course, the biggest play of the game was when the the defenders' defense blocked a punt from Marquise King. Marquise King looked like he got injured in that play. I think he must have hurt his shin. So Battlehawks haven't stated how long he's going to be out for. Is he going to be fit for next week? But this is a bit of a worry for the Battlehawks going forward, as he is the best punter in the league. But we'll see. But all credit to Washington, though. Their defense again was key, and the benching of Cardale Jones benefited them. And they managed to win the game 15-6 against the Battlehawks. Sunday night's game, however, was between Tampa Bay and LA. This was, in my opinion, probably the best game of the week. It was very high scoring and a lot of action going on, and especially, the defenses of both teams and offensively have really made this game very, very entertaining. It was a very tight game too. I mean, a shocking start for the LA quarterback, Josh Johnson. I mean, in his first snap of the game, he got intercepted, and then in the second play, when the LA had the ball again in offense, he fumbled the ball, which the Tampa Bay defense recovered, and they of course were causing all types of problems for Josh Johnson. And I thought to myself, watching this game, I thought, are we going to see another benching here again in the XFL this week of quarterbacks? But late in the second quarter, I don't know what it was. Josh Johnson maybe must have had like a can of Red Bull or something. He suddenly woke up and managed to get momentum going by scoring 2 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. However, though, the big, huge turnaround of LA was their defense. Now, Boogie Roberts managed 2 forced turnovers and scored back-to-back touchdowns. So basically what he did was, it was Cornelius and quarterback. He threw the ball, blocked it, catched it, and ran. I mean, he's a big fella. He's a big, huge fella. He obviously ran 20 yards to score a touchdown. And again, exactly the same thing. Cornelius throws the ball, he blocks it, catches it, runs 20 yards and scores a touchdown. So he scores 2 back-to-back blocked interception punch. The LA defense managed to win the game, and this was a very, 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 very entertaining game. Statistically, the LA defense managed 5 turnovers in this very, very exciting game compared to Tampa Bay's 1 turnover. However, though, saying that, Tampa Bay did have a very good game, but it just wasn't enough, as the turnovers was just killing Tampa Bay. So LA managed to win at home 41-34. First game on Saturday afternoon is between Houston, who traveled to New York. Now, this is going to be big. Now, I'm pretty bad at giving predictions, as most predictions I predict in the XFL have been pretty shocking, as it seems like the other way around, the other team wins. But Houston and New York, now, as good as Philip Walker has been for Houston, I know he's going back to Jersey. He grew up in the state of New Jersey, and that's where the Guardians play in the MetLife Stadium. So I'm sure he'll be having all of his family and stuff there. But I just have a feeling that New York might actually give a shock. They might actually shock Houston. I mean, I just feel that they're defensively, I think New York will do their homework. And New York also play very, very well at home. If you look at their performance compared to their on-the-road performances, except hence the one that was played last week, was really, really bad compared to how they play at home. I mean, their home record is awesome. They're still undefeated. And I think, they'll get revved up, they'll get hyped up that they've got the undefeated team coming, and I'm nearing for an upset. I don't know what the score is going to be, but I'm going to say it's going to be a Guardians victory, and I think they'll hand Houston their first loss. I would not be surprised if Houston did win, but I'm just saying maybe New York might just shock and make this league a little bit more interesting. Saturday evening's game, however, is between St. Louis and Tampa Bay. This will be an interesting one. I think Tampa Bay are getting their groove going. They're looking like a much better team than they did the first two games that they played. I think they're starting to know how they're playing in offense and how they're playing in defense especially. And they're at home. And Tampa Bay have been playing very, very well at home, by the way. However, though, can I see them beating St. Louis? I know St. Louis lost shockingly against DC, but I still think St. Louis are a good team. And I still think if you compare the team of St. Louis, compare it to Tampa Bay, I think St. Louis are a much better team. So I'm going to be going for a St. Louis victory. Unfortunately, for Tampa Bay, I know they've been playing well. I may be wrong, and I probably will be wrong, but I'm going to go for a St. Louis Battlehawks win there. After Sunday's game, however, the first game is Dallas, who travel to the capital, DC. Dallas, well, there's no Landry. Landry's still out. DC have got momentum now after that big victory against St. Louis at home. I don't know. I've got a feeling that, I don't know. I think DC will get this done. I think DC will give Dallas another shock, to be fair. Ever since Landry got injured for Dallas, I think they haven't been the same, and I think DC will get it done. So I'm going to go for a DC victory. I wouldn't give you numbers, but I'm going to go for a DC win at home. So Sunday night football game is LA travel to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Now this will be interesting. Now this will be tight. This will be very, very tight. Seattle play very, very well at home. They've got a very, very underrated defense. They get the job done, but they can't seem to finish games. That's their problem. LA, however, they look very, very rocky in the Tampa Bay game, but they managed to step up. And that's how you win games as a football team. So, I don't know. This is tough because the good thing for Seattle's advantage, they have more of a atmosphere in their stadium. They've got that. It gets pretty loud in CenturyLink Field when the Seahawks play in the NFL, but I think with the home advantage for Seattle, it could be an advantage, but I can't see it being enough for them. This is a tough one to call, a really tough one to call. You know what? I'm going to give Seattle a chance. I'm going to go for a Seattle victory over LA. I think Seattle will get this done. It'll be harsh if they lost, to be fair. So I'm going to go for a Seattle victory. So that's my wrap up of the Week 6 upcoming games. That's me covered for the XFL. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I will be uploading other videos as well sometime this week as well. So make sure you tune into those. But thanks again, guys, for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And I shall see you on the next one.